I would imagine that if you find yourself in this cycle and not being able to pay, then that is also a contributing factor to your feeling about the police, that every time you see a police officer, you are hoping they're not coming for you.
Well, there's two ways to go about it, right? So one is when you're getting focused on, and you're constantly getting, pegged for these tickets. That's an issue within itself, but there's also an opportunity, though. I mean, let's be realistic. There's an opportunity for me not to do specific things that are going to get me, in trouble, or things that I can do. So right away, what I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm cutting down my chances for any of this to happen. So, making sure that I'm staying within speed limits, making sure that I'm doing things. I mean, we have it. St. Louis loves to get in other lanes without turning a signal. Anybody that drives here in St. Louis knows how we'll shift lanes and nobody ever turns a signal, right? Those kind of little things. But I absolutely agree. We do have an issue when it becomes within specific municipalities, and that's kind of known in the general St. Louis area. Don't go in here because if you do, they're going to find something, and then you're going to end up getting a ticket. So we have had instances where you'll get ready to go into a particular city, and you'll drive right around it, then come back, and then go through. So yeah, I think that's an issue as well.
What I've seen in my 25 years on the front lines is an economy that has turned from the very rich to the very poor.
Yes, sir.
And there's nothing, and everything all the policies of the federal government are geared to push us in that direction. I've written the books about the child support trap, which I've talked about with you previously, Vern. Mm-hmm. And all we're doing is we're saying, these are class, if you could make it up here, you're very rich or you're very poor. And we have no more middle class. We've destroyed our middle class. Our economy is in a shambles. It's probably the worst economy I have seen. Well, it's certainly the worst economy I've seen in my lifetime, in my career. And it's because of federal policies geared to advance the rich and take from the poor.